Hey there guys, it is Little Z here once again, bringing you another moveset video, and this one's also going to be for UU. Like the last set, I'm going to be trying to demonstrate this in the next team that I use. The UU team I've been using has actually been using both of these Pokemon on it together. And let's just get straight into the moveset. Today's moveset is a Toxicroak set, but it's very not like your standard Toxicroak sets. In the fact that it is a special Toxicroak set. That's right, today we're going to be looking at Nasty Plot Toxicroak. Alright, so getting straight into it here. First things first, you're going to want the ability Dry Skin. It's by far the better ability for Toxicroak. Poison Touch is useless, and Anticipation, it's not that great. So Dry Skin lets you set up on a lot of bulky waters. Things that they can't scald you, they can't toxic you, you're immune to all that kind of stuff. So you're going to be doing really well against them. A lot of chances to set up in those situations. The item you're going to be using is Sitrus Berry. It might seem a little bit weird, but it helps you get up a Nasty Plot, and there's a crucial reason as to why we're using it, which I'll go over in more depth later. The EVs you're going to want for this set are 252 in speed and 252 in special attack. And there's two different options for the nature. Personally, I go with a modest nature, but you might want to run timid, depending on what you want to outspeed. There's only a couple things that timid lets you outspeed, which is, I think, Heracross, Chandelure, and Kingdra is the last one. Those are the main things in UU that it lets you outspeed. But like Kingdra you can do pretty well against anyway, and then Heracross and the only thing that's going to really threaten you out of those three is Chandelure, and they usually run a Scarf anyway. So I think the modest nature is better to get more power with your attacks, because this is essentially a really hard hitting set once you get a Nasty Plot up. Now the moves, first is Nasty Plot, pretty straightforward. It's the only thing that lets Toxicroak hit reasonably hard, because its special attack is 86, which is not that good at all. That's why it is beneficial to run a modest nature, and even after a Nasty Plot. So Nasty Plot is to boost your special attack up to usable levels, and then the next move is one that got, I think, added in 6th generation. I don't think it was in 5th generation, but yeah, this move is called Belch. Now, Belch is a 120 special attack, 120 power, 90% accurate, special poison move. So you might be thinking like, hang on, this is an insanely good move. What's the downside? Why not just use it over Sludge Bomb? Well, the downside is, you have to eat a berry before you can use this move. So, it's very situational, but I think this set takes really good advantage of it due to the fact that you can set up first turn with Nasty Plot, get your Sitrus Berry, then be healed up to a decent amount of HP, and then you can start going for 120 base power, special belches after a Nasty Plot. That's going to be doing a lot more than the Poison Jab or the Drain Punch. Even with the less special attack than attack that Toxicroak has, it's going to be hitting harder than even a Swords Dance Toxicroak set. So that's hilarious to use. Belch is going to be the main move that you go for, but the fighting stab that we're going to be running is Vacuum Wave. Now this is personally for me because I just miss Focus Blast way too much to ever want to use it again. You can run Focus Blast if you just want two massively powerful moves, but then you won't really have anything to hit accurately, and the priority does help, especially if you're running modest. So Vacuum Wave is good for maybe if a Belch puts them down on 80 or 90, does 80 or 90% to them, they're left on a little bit of HP, you can Vacuum Wave next turn without taking any damage. And you can also hit things like Scarf Hydreigon, just fast threats, you can get a bit of damage on them before you get taken out, which is always nice. And the last move, it gives you perfect coverage. Between this move and Belch, you get pretty decent coverage, and then Vacuum Wave just finishes it off, and it's Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is just 100% accurate, reliable move to use, and it does actually get pretty good coverage, as I said. You can use Dark Pulse, but there's not that much reason to use it over Shadow Ball. So, yeah, I don't even know if there's any reason to use it over Shadow Ball, to be honest. Yeah, Shadow Ball is by far the best coverage move that it gets, because it doesn't get that big of a special move pool, but, you know, Shadow Ball, it's pretty good coverage. So yeah, you basically switch in this set on something you can set up on, like maybe a bulky water type, like for example, probably not Slowbro actually, like Melodic or something. You can set up a nasty plot, then the next turn you can hit anything with a super powerful Belch. Assuming that you do get your Sitrus Berry. If you don't get your Sitrus Berry, you can just go for Shadow Balls or Vacuum Waves until you do. But yeah, that is essentially the set. It's a bit of a different set for Toxicroak, very weird, but that's what makes it so fun, because the surprise factor is there. Same with the physical Celebi set, it just catches so many people off guard, and hopefully I'll be showing how it catches people off guard in my next UU session, which will probably come out in the next couple of days. Alright, that's going to be the full video. I have been Little Z, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.